Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Whatever time of the day this video may find you. Thank you so much for returning to my channel. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Listen, people, we're going to dig a little deep today. Today I wanted to do a video that I felt is important, not just concerning understanding the whole narcissistic thing, right? But just understanding life in general, in terms of people, and how we walk throughout life here. It does tie into, or is actually about the characteristics of a narcissist, carnal-minded person, excuse me. Because carnal is human ideals, and we all have some of that in us, but the carnal-minded, like you think the way that the world thinks, you accept whatever it is that the world says is okay. Or, like I say, loyal sinner as well. But I thought it's very important for people that want to look at this in the what I feel like that it is a spiritual battle, and a lot of other people, it's a spiritual battle, more so than the battle between you and the person that you were in a relationship with, or you and your parents, or you and your friends, whatever. We have narcissistic, carnal-minded people, loyal sinners that are not people that we're in relationships with, okay? But God revealed something to me that I felt that's really, really key for people to look at in terms of trying to understand what it is that these people are going through when they're in a relationship with us, and even what we go through before we get to where we're on the path where we're actually trying to be a different person, trying to have a relationship with God. And one of the stories that God just put out to me yesterday was the story of Moses. Okay, Moses, remember, he was born into a heritage of a Hebrew slave. Okay, but because of his mother's courage and her desire to save him, to save his life, that courage that she did put him on the path to having a heritage of in the kingdom realm instead of the slave. Okay, so you had two different things here. Moses was born into to inherit the life of a slave. Okay, that's what he was born to inherit in terms of who he was biologically connected to. But because of what was happening during the time when he was an infant, his mother's actions led to him being raised as in the kingdom world of Pharaoh. Okay, so at some point, though, Moses had to come to terms. He found out and had to come to terms with who he was, the heritage he was born in, and the heritage he was raised in. Okay, and he had to make a choice. Did he want to go back and be a slave, as it was meant for him to be at birth? Or was he going to keep what he had inherited in terms of being a king? Okay, so Moses chose neither. He chose neither. He chose the life that God had deemed for him. Okay? He didn't choose either. And that's the thing that every last one of us have to choose. Okay? We have to choose. We all are born here. Okay? And we have the social economical statuses and everything that we were born into, and the things that our parents and our relatives and people in our community, everybody raised us in, right? So, and then our own ideals, right? So at some point, we come to a crossroads and we have to decide, well, which one of these are your God? Which one of these is going to be your dominant thing that's going to make you who you are? And John 3:16, but through Christ, no one gets to the Father. Okay? So, I'm saying this to say, we have to understand that these people that are narcissists, carnal-minded people, loyal sinners, they have not made that choice. They have not made that choice. And they may or may not make the choice. Right now, they're making the choice of the world. They're accepting what was given to them at birth and what the world has taught them and what they have taught themselves and the desires that they desire. They're not giving up what is theirs, as the Bible tells us, to receive what is his. Okay? So, because of that, this is why there's this conflict between us and that person. But we all have to make that choice. Moses made that choice, but, you know, in the midst of him trying to figure it all out, remember, his anger led him to a position of murdering someone. Okay? But God didn't take his mission from him. But his mission was altered. God would allow him to finish his mission. Well, actually, almost finish it. You know, Joshua had to take them on into the promised land. But that was Moses' consequence for being a murderer, was that he wasn't going to be able to go into the promised land. But God still used him. Okay? But what I'm saying is, I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. I'm trying to explain to you, because there is so much talk out there that is kind of putting, you know, and the Bible says to love the sinner and hate the sin, okay? But some of this talk that we do, and I know that people are at their different stages of, you know, some people just got out of the relationship with the narcissist or carnal person, loyal sinner, as I call them. So they're fresh out of it. So, you know, you have your stages. But if you have, you're not new to it, okay? And you're still working things out, and it's been, years has passed by, and you're still just as angry with that person as you were when you guys separated, you know, got the divorce, broke up, whatever you call it, then I'm not judging you, okay? But you might want to check and see how you really feel about that forgiveness thing, okay? Whether you really, really do forgive them. Have you really, really moved on? You know, I am 6 months out of my, you know, in my divorce from a 35-year relationship, 1 month shy of a 28-year marriage. And I'm going to be honest with you. You know, I hope he's happy. I hope he got what he wanted, you know, because I'm not going to lie to you. It was very depressing watching him struggle so much. You know, I think that part of the struggling was, I know he loved me. I don't care what these people saying. I don't care. Listen, you have different situations, okay? You have situations and people got together for whatever reasons they got together. Yeah, all narcissists are very selfish and they're getting with you mainly for themselves and everything. But what happens in the relationship and all that and everything, you can't allow people to let their experience and their relationship be yours. It's not the same, okay? It's not. It's not. It's just not. Listen, in terms of what a narcissist is, yes, checklist. Okay. He checks the list, okay? And also that avoidant too. So he got both of that. He's a covert and that avoidant stuff, all mixed in together. Well, anyways, but there's no doubt in my mind that he didn't love me. I think he still does. I just think that, we just don't match together because we're on different paths in life. I've chose to submit to God, and he chose the other route, okay? And that is unevenly yoked. And, the Bible tells us that the people of the world, you're not going to understand each other. You cannot have full respect in a relationship if there's no understanding, So, I know a lot of people gonna, disagree with me. Oh, no, these are humans, okay? They're not robots, okay? They're not robots. Yes, a lot of the stuff that they do is demonic. That's true. Because the demon's sinful nature is demonic stuff. Look, we're going to talk real deep about all of this, but, it's so much, you can't put it all in a video. So yes, definitely they did a lot of demonic and evil things, very evil things. My ex, very, very evil. He was very evil. And in fact, I have even said that I never want to see that man that I divorced ever again. I could care less if I ever saw him ever again. The man that I divorced, how he was, that person, I could care less if I ever saw him again. Okay? The one that I married, I could stomach him like for family stuff or whatever, for the kids and grandkids, but don't want to have nothing to do with them. I was fighting for that man that God wanted him to be. Okay? That was the man that, y'all, we never did want these people. We never did want them. No. If you had accepted the route that you was going with God when you met that person, you never did accept them. Now, some of us was on the same road with him, with the him or her. You were both not accepting Christ, and when you started the relationship out, so you got to think about all that too. And then you evolved over time. Like a person like me, I had accepted Christ, but I evolved. My relationship got stronger with him. So of course my faith got stronger, Whereas you got two people also that got together that neither one of them was on the path of accepting God, and they had got married and everything, and they was doing all, So you have to look at all of that too. Okay? But I just wanted to do this video because I'm trying to tone down the hate a little bit. Okay? Tone it down in hopes that it kind of dissipates, that is gone. The hate for the person. The behavior, definitely we should hate the behavior. We should call the behavior out. And we should acknowledge who's doing the behavior. So I'm not saying that I'm going to talk about it. You know, we should talk about what happened. However, it should not be in a way that there's hate there, or that we're basically demonizing just very flawed. These people are very, very flawed, y'all. The stuff that we overcame or that we worked out as a child, they never worked it out. And I can't imagine not ever working out all of that I went through. I have said many a times, I just don't understand how people do it. People that don't have a relationship with God, I don't understand how they do it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Bless their hearts. Because I know that I would be probably in a madhouse somewhere if I didn't have God. So I can't imagine living life and not having God to lean on with all of these traumas that these people have went through. We've went through traumas too. I get that, but you got to understand that they're doing it without God. That's why they're so erratic. That's why they're all over the place, because they're doing it without Him. But anyways, I hope this helps someone. I know I probably lose some subscribers and everything behind this, but you know, that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to help people, and I'm here to tell the truth. I'm here to address the truth, and I'm here for all of us to be on a real healing path and get our relationship right with God, and be in a place where we don't keep doing the same thing and getting the same results. Anyways, I love you, and look, have a blessed day. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.